Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
And I'm Lightning.
I don't know why I started doing it like this. What's going on? I'm still not centered. Sorry, I'm just. There we go. I'm just adjusting. Why is it? Hold on.
I don't think it's that bad.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. That's what I'm doing. Oh my God, I suck at this. Right? Yes? Oh my God, whatever. Okay. I'm just going to be off center.
I'd just leave it
I'm going to
alone.
look at Chris anyways the whole time. Chris, how was your week?
My week was interesting.
I was a part of it.
You were a part of it.
We played Pokemon.
We did play Pokemon together.
Probably not what you're about to talk about, but, you know.
What I was going to say is actually Pokemon related. So for those of you who
Cool.
don't know, me and Thunder here love playing Pokemon TCG. Haven't in a long time. Just picked it back up. Over the last week, I mentioned this last week, so I'm just going to do a quick review. Pauline's dad had COVID. She had to stay with me. She had her Pokemon cards. We were playing. Her cards went missing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Do we have a...
We have an update.
Did we find them?
The cards have been found.
Really? I can't wait to hear where. Holy shit.
The cards have been found. Unfortunately, it's after the entire replacement deck was already ordered. So cards have been found.
So deck for sale.
Yeah, so whoever wants it. No.
So where were they? I'm dying to know.
They were in the garage.
Okay.
In a not tool bench, a toolbox.
Okay.
In an enclosed toolbox.
Okay.
Now, it was definitely an accident.
And it was a toolbox with tools in it?
Pokemon cards and reading. Oh, yeah, she wanted me to just give me reminders of things to talk about for my week. Yes, there were tools in it. Me and my dad were opening paint cans.
Okay.
The day this deck went missing.
Okay.
We did go in that toolbox. He's getting rid of a bunch of paint cans. That part of the story is not interesting.
Right.
And that's our only explanation as to how it could have ended up in there. We were putting stuff away in a rush. Somebody put it in the box. It's so bizarre.
I see.
This deck was missing for 10 days.
So this toolbox made its way to the kitchen, and someone at some point...
No. I, from the kitchen, made my way to the toolbox.
That's even weirder, because someone had to carry it.
I'm starting to think it might be my fault. But I don't even know what to say. It just made its way into this toolbox.
Yeah.
Found 10 days later. And so she's got her deck back. She's got all the cards and now extras. So if she was touching up that deck, she wanted more of something else, she can put it in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's now that the deck is found, almost no negatives to this story. You did spend a little money that you didn't have to.
Spent money we didn't need to.
Yeah.
But,
cool. That's awesome. I did not think. I honestly,
that was the end of the story.
I think I said this one or two podcasts ago, but my working theory was it got thrown away by mistake.
That was our working theory because there was no other explanation. We looked everywhere. Right. Nobody would think to look in this box.
Right.
Myself included, but we do have a solid conclusion to that story.
What made you think to look in the box?
I didn't. My mom needed something in the toolbox.
That's
great.
The
only reason this deck was found.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Oh, I'm glad it was found. The character arc complete.
Yeah.
On this time.
And now we're all just keeping a close eye on our cards. So as Pauline mentioned in the comments, this is just a funny antidote.
Okay.
So we're doing the premarital counseling for her pastor, and there's a book we have to read and all that.
Okay.
So if like every married couple I know had to do this, assuming they got married by somebody involved with a church.
Okay.
It's essentially just like, hey, this is what getting married is going to be like, and here's what God has to do with it.
Okay.
You have to do that if you're going to, and she wants her pastor to
Right.
pastor to do it. So I get it. But we got this book and we're reading through it and we have to like highlight things that we liked about it and stuff. And you know, anybody who knows this channel and knows Pauline, huge book fan.
Yeah.
So we're going through, and then all of a sudden she just starts turning the pages the other way. I just looked at her and I was like, "Do you even know how to read?" That's just a little joke for anybody who knows us on this channel. But she was just so ultimate offended. I just looked at her. Like, I don't think you know how to read, or just too much manga. I don't know, but that's not how that works.
Oh my god.
And I do.
And
she
I
just
do,
to specify, she does know how to read.
No, that's great. That's good context for
Man,
that.
anything else?
story.
We did play Pokemon cards with Ryan, who's the lead singer for the band that does the intro.
Yes,
for our
Froggy
show.
and the Friendship.
Froggy and the Friendship.
Links to them. Wait.
Yeah, we can link to them right now.
I think.
But yeah, we went to our.
I just fixed all these, so I think this should do it. Nope, that didn't
That's
do
okay.
it.
I'm gonna keep telling my story while you do that. But
Oh, there it is.
nice.
It was theme. Cool. There's both versions. Cool. Good for me.
Cool. But we went to our local board game shop, played with him and his daughter Lucy, who did know how to play. She whooped all of our butts.
Nice.
So I think I'm done playing cards with little kids because they always win. No, but hopefully she'll be at our next tournament.
Cool.
That was a lot of fun. Did a little bit of writing for the book that we've been writing. For those of you who know, we're writing a high fantasy. And the new project is onto its 5th song with our new member who just showed up like a month ago.
Right.
So things are going well.
Cool.
Things are going well. How was your week, Thunder?
Oh man. Okay. So.
Oh, sweet. Just ordered the wedding invitations. I'm getting.
Oh, cool.
Getting
Just now?
updates on chat.
Nice.
So that's exciting.
Oh, for the wedding. Thank you. I wasn't sure what you meant until just now. Okay. 2 things.
Yes.
One thing I don't want to talk about.
Do we
that
get
much.
a food story?
Well.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it will have
Food in it?
Food in it.
Okay.
It'll have the word hot dog in it. So I watched Death on the Nile finally.
Oh,
it's
nice.
on streaming
Can
services.
we do a cinematic relief of that?
If you'd like to, yeah.
I would love to.
Then never mind. I won't say how I liked it at all. But I've watched it.
Hey, next Friday? Next Friday, right? No?
2 Fridays from now.
2 Fridays from now. Tune in
Join
to
us
see what
for
we
a
think about that movie and
discussion
another
about,
movie.
Death of the Nile.
Yeah.
Because I do have things to say. And if we're doing it 2 weeks from now, I might rewatch Murder on the Orient just to say I did.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen it in a while. And I will say this, because I won't tell you how I like Death on the Nile, but if I were to compare how I liked the two, I definitely have to rewatch the last one.
Okay.
Haven't watched it. Only seen it once, haven't watched it in a while.
Wow. Okay.
In between the last podcast we recorded, the one that literally uploaded today, and this right now, April 1st. Sorry, I forgot it was April Fool's Day. Nothing we've said is a joke. Nothing we say will be a joke. I watched all of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Yeah.
I've been told that Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is the best one, so I don't know what to do next. I was going to watch 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, but it's not available for streaming anywhere. There's a lot of, gaps in, this isn't available here and this, but I watched all of Mystery Incorporated. It was just as good as people say it is. Allow me a minute to 4 minutes to talk about Hot Dog Water and this show as a whole. So this show, if you don't mind me spoiling a bit of this show.
No, that's fine. But last Hot Dog Water conversation for you on this podcast.
Oh,
buddy,
yeah.
For a while.
No, I know all the things now.
Okay.
So real actual spoilers for Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated for the next couple minutes. So click away if you don't want those. So this show has a through line. It has a storyline. It follows the whole time, and the mystery gang keeps getting letters from someone called Mr. E because fuck it. And he keeps giving them clues, and he keeps giving them the answers to clues sometimes. So you find out that there was an old...
So wait, do they suck so much that he's like, just here's the answer?
No, he does this sometimes. He sort of gets the ball rolling. Like the mystery solving is very Mr. E driven the first couple episodes, and then it kind of gets away from him being such a mentor, like a hidden mentor. But you find out that there is a old Mystery Incorporated, and that's actually how they get the name. They were like, oh, they're called Mystery Incorporated, let's call us Mystery Incorporated.
Okay.
Then as you watch the show, you find out there's a bunch of teams, and it's always 5 humans with an animal, and you find out about these monks that were all dudes, and they had a cow, and then there was a group of cowgirls that had a horse, a bunch of cool stuff. But the Mystery Incorporated from the 80s or whatever, the one that they named themselves after, there's a parallel for each character. There's a character like Velma and so on and so forth. So you find out, and this is legitimate spoilers, I'm not joking, you find out that Mr. E is the Shaggy from the old one.
Oh, okay.
You find out that Fred's father is not really his father. You find out that Fred's real parents are the Fred and Daphne from the old Mystery Incorporated. You find out that the voiced by Vivica A. Fox, like Disco Never Died, like host of the radio station that Mystery Incorporated is friends with, she's the Velma. And then the Shaggy, his name is Professor Pericles. He's a talking parrot. He's the main villain of the whole show.
That's a lot of lore
for
a Scooby-Doo TV show.
So Hot Dog Water, because this is, I will remind everyone, a Hot Dog Water focused conversation. Hot Dog Water is a triple agent. She has a full arc. She is a complete redemption arc. She starts out as a side character that no one likes, and then in between season 1 and 2, her and Velma start hanging out more. She replaces Daphne for a few episodes. The reason is not important. So she becomes like a temporary party member, as it were. And then when Daphne comes back, they drop her. She was a villain, and now she's not. She becomes a villain again because she's working for Mr. E. Velma and Hot Dog Water are working for Mr. E. And then they like say they're not gonna, and then she's still working for him. And then in the second to last episode, she dies. She gets killed by Professor Pericles. She gets killed saving Mystery Incorporated. Professor Pericles, of course, did not kill her herself, but he said, robots, shoot her. And then they do. And Hot Dog Water dies, saving the woman she loves. And it, cuts to Velma hearing her last breath and hearing the gunshots. And she looks at Scooby, and Scooby's like, I'm sorry. And Velma's like, we have to keep going. It gets real. Hot Dog Water dies. At the very end of the show, this show has actual ghosts in it. It's the first show since 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo to include actual, like, supernatural elements. So once they stop the bad guy, it creates a new timeline where there's no problems, and there was never any problems. So a ton of characters die in the second to last episode. And then they're just fine. They're brought back, including Hot Dog Water. But the original Hot Dog Water was killed, protecting her friends. Full redemption arc complete with her untimely death. I can't get over, like, I was memeing about Hot Dog Water. There's, like,
that's some heavy shit for Scooby-Doo right there,
TVY7 is what this show is rated. I really think this show was pitched as, like, for adults, and then Cartoon Network was like, it's still got to air during daytime CN, right? Yeah. And they were like, okay, all right. So we won't say lesbian, and we won't show her get murdered, but,
That's pretty crazy.
There's literally and then they had sex cutaway between Daphne and Fred, and then later, when you find out that it was actually Daphne and Shaggy, but they were both hypnotized, Shaggy says, oh, Fred, we didn't do anything except make out. In the context of a children's show, what the fuck did you do? What is beyond making out? What did you do? What did you think he thought you would do, Shaggy?
I think I need to see this now.
I mean, I spoiled literally the whole thing.
No, that's
but
okay. But now I'm invested. I need to see these things happen because I'm not gonna lie, it really does feel like an April Fool's joke that you're playing on all of
Oh
us.
no, absolutely not. This all really did happen, and I fact checked myself because obviously it's a kid show. They cut away from her being murdered, but I checked a bunch of sources and that timeline's Hot Dog Water died protecting Mystery Incorporated.
Jesus.
Yeah, it gets nuts. It's really cool. There's one episode where Scooby-Doo dreams in old graphics, and he teams up with Jabberjaw and Captain Caveman and the Speed Buggy as they go on like a side quest. And that episode is the only episode where the villain is very obvious who it is because it was super obvious back in the day. Yeah, so they I don't know. I thought it was cool. So really well-made show. I fucking refused to watch Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which, by the way, I found out was not canceled. It just ran its course and then they moved on to the next thing.
Oh, okay.
People just really didn't like it. I might start Guess Who Scooby-Doo. I've heard that it starts bad but then gets way better.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Kelsey.
Hashtag
Hashtag
RIP
rip
hot
hot
dog
dog
water.
water.
Hashtag
Yeah.
justice for Marcy. Hashtag not my hot dog water. Trend it. If you cry for Tara, cry for hot dog water. That's all I'm saying. What was I saying? Oh, I might watch Guess Who. I've heard it starts bad, but it gets better, and I've seen enough of what's new to like get the whole vibe. It's not really what I'm in the mood for right now, so I don't know what I'll do next. I wanted to watch more Scooby-Doo, but it's looking like a tougher decision than I thought. So I don't know. Maybe next time I'll have a new Scooby-Doo show to talk about. But yeah, Mystery Incorporated was really good. If you're cool watching something after I spoiled basically the whole thing, I mean, there's
Check
a
it
ton.
out.
There's a ton I didn't spoil also, but the main, most of the main plot and all of the hot dog water stuff that's in there, I did spoil. So
Ready to head on over to pop culture
yeah,
news?
Sorry, I'm more than ready. Do we have hard confirmation that all the news you're about to read is real and not an April Fool's joke?
I did have one April Fool's joke.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to-
As long as you know, as long as we
Yes,
are not
I
getting
am
tricked
aware of
by-
everything that is and is not real.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
But yes,
where
thank
where
you,
to
thank
begin?
you to Kelsey for hanging out.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk about news now.
Okay, well, let me get the two biggest things right out of the way.
Okay.
Last week, 5 hours after our podcast aired.
Oh yes, of course. Oh
Um,
my God, I forgot. Of course, we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, we actually did a segment involving this band, but
Yeah, in our
Drummer-
video game podcast.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we recorded last stream. We're talking about a week ago's stream.
Yeah. The drummer Taylor Hawkins for the Foo Fighters did pass away. I've personally been struggling with that a lot, just because that they are probably my favorite current running band. And yeah, that happened. Next thing.
Sorry, hold on. No, I had things to say. My cat wants.
Oh, sure. You wanna jump in on that?
Yeah, sorry. My cat
No,
had
that's
to leave
fine.
at like the worst time. Yeah, no, I I also like the Foo Fighters, not as much as you. You absolutely love Foo Fighters. I've known this about you. Just a lot of there's been a few deaths recently.
Yeah.
Bob Saget comes to mind,
Yeah.
where like the person dies and then there's just like an outpour of like everyone from different mediums, from different genres, just being like, yeah, what a great dude. Loss of a legend.
Yeah.
It's just cool to like in this fucking
Economy.
in this economy. No, in this the age of cancel culture and people being
Yeah, it's
so
cool to see
chill with
somebody-
like hating
yeah.
people for no reason. It's really cool to see. It's not cool to see them go, obviously,
but-
but it's cool to see that when they go, people are like, "Oh man, that's
Yeah.
a real actual tragedy. That
Yeah.
person rocked."
Yeah, no, it's true. And same thing with Taylor Hawkins. Everybody's been
Meatloaf, too.
pouring out. Oh, Meatloaf.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. Meatloaf was a little as far as person goes.
Oh, okay.
He's little
Cancelable, but not fully canceled.
yeah.
Okay.
I still like Meatloaf. I'm pissed I didn't get to meet him at Comic-Con.
True. Why? What was that? He
He
canceled,
just
right?
canceled.
Oh
But
yeah.
Sometimes they just cancel. But
And they have no. This is the shitty part. They have no obligation to tell you
Yeah.
why they canceled.
Right.
Legally speaking.
or when.
Or when, or they can do it minutes before they're. Yeah. It's Famously, I always bring this up. Not that I wanted to see this person, but famously, Pamela Anderson
Yes.
canceled her appearance mere hours before people were probably in line
Lined
to
up
see her.
To see her, yeah.
Probably, assuming that. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not super. I would never meet that person, but you know.
So the Oscars were uneventful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got to talk about it.
Okay.
Just briefly. You don't have to go into huge detail about it.
I mean, I have a lot of opinions about it.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I just need to tell people what we're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, sure.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the face for making a G.I. Jane joke about his wife who has recently found out she has alopecia.
Right.
The joke being that she is currently bald.
Right. Which I will say, Will Smith got mad at Chris Rock for saying that. Chris Rock read the script that the Oscars wrote him to read,
Well,
right?
I have a feeling that was. Here's the thing, because I looked into it a little bit.
Okay. I just know that the Oscars are scripted events.
Sure. This is the second time Chris Rock went on stage on TV and has made fun of Will Smith's wife in front of the two of them.
Oh.
It's also the second time that night that they were the butt of a joke.
Oh, okay.
So I have a feeling Will Smith was just done. In
Right.
that part, in that aspect, I can sympathize. Like, okay, why are we always
that
joke?
makes a little more sense. That contextualizes it for me a bit more. What I don't understand with is why we are resorting to violence. I don't know why we're acting like a child.
If he said keep my wife's name out your effing mouth and just kept saying it until Chris Rock responded to him, after a few days of thinking about it, I think that's in my head the most appropriate thing he could have done. Swear, get your point across that this isn't a part of the
Make sure that the Oscars doesn't bleep your swear because they fucking suck at doing that.
And also, just to let people know that this isn't.
It's not right.
It's not part of the night.
That's the thing. I'm still
magic.
not convinced that this wasn't completely scripted.
I don't know. Will Smith seemed pissed.
Yeah.
Chris Rock handled it like a champ, like a true professional.
I mean, it sounds like to a certain extent he was in the wrong. Will Smith, I know, apologized openly on Instagram, apologizing to the Oscars and to Chris Rock. A lot of people coming out of the woodwork being like, hey, not even talking about the slap. The Oscars fucking sucked, and I am ashamed to. Let me read you.
Well, I heard that a lot of people weren't mentioned in the in memoriam aspect that should
fucking
have.
Sucks. Why wouldn't they?
Is that what you were going to talk about?
No, I saw a tweet from let me find it. Frank Oz, the voice of Yoda, voice of Miss Piggy.
I know who Frank Oz is.
After being a member for 30 years, I'm embarrassed to be associated with the Oscars telecast. Not because of the slap, but because of the phoniness of the show. All I sense is a desperate attempt to get more viewers by any means possible, not a show about the love of making movies. This is a sentiment that was laid out very beautifully by Frank Oz, but I feel like I've seen a lot of testimonies from people being like, yeah, the Oscars, like, the slap happened, whatever, we're memeing about it. The Oscars sucked.
You want to talk about Amy Schumer's little...
I mean, Amy Schumer, once again, read the script that the Oscars told her to do, but they just shit on animation as a whole, and it doesn't make sense that they're, like, within the industry, like, ragging on such a big part of movie making.
The industry.
She basically said, like, doesn't animation suck? The only reason I saw Encanto was because my daughter made me see it. Anyways, Encanto wins, Schumer out. Like, basically. The
Oscars
were ready to throw Will Smith out. The police were there. Interesting.
That's crazy.
Interesting. So if he had, like, interesting to hear that. I did not know that. I want to talk about something that happened afterwards, which ties into cancel culture and how it can be a not great thing to do, because Will Smith slaps another human being on the face on one of the most broadcasted events in broadcast history, for a given year, right? And half a majority of the conversation isn't that sucked, Will Smith sucks, right? Because we all sympathize with why he did it, even if we're saying, like, I wouldn't do that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But there's two people specifically. Their names are Jim Carrey and Zoe Kravitz. Zoe Kravitz played Catwoman in the new Batman movie, and Jim Carrey, I refuse to go over his filmography. He's Jim goddamn Carrey. They separately, whether on Twitter or in an interview or whatever, spoke out about the Will Smith event and how they just think it's a not okay thing to do. They, are dismissing his actions as, like, inappropriate and all this stuff. I feel like very mild takes to have.
Yeah.
And then the internet, with its infinite power, is, like, canceling these people. They, like,
Jim Carrey and
Zoe Kravitz. Yeah, they pulled up, like, an interview of Zoe Kravitz, and they're like, look look at this, Zoe Kravitz is a pedophile. And then they're like going to Jim Carrey and they're like, didn't you say this about autistic people? And I wasn't going to talk about this, but I saw one tweet that made me so frustrated because this tweet said all Jim Carrey and Zoe Kravitz had to do was mind their own business. And I just like was floored. I was like, mind their own business? Is that what James Gunn was doing when he got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Was he fucking minding his own business? What are you talking about? This to me is like the peak of cancel culture, like how bad it can be and why I fucking hate that the internet is an endless like Scarlett Johansson sues everyone who uploads a naked picture of her, but I could pull up a naked picture of Scarlett Johansson within seconds because nothing's deleted from the internet. And like in the grand scheme of things, that's probably going to be a good thing that we have like an infinite catalog of everything that's happened in human history over the last 40 years. But wow, it can be used to just really adverse effects.
Well, it's scary, the power of a voice and the power of the wrong voice.
Right.
You know, and when somebody, and you and I mean, somebody could probably pull shit from what we've done and taken it out of context and be like, you said this.
Oh, of course.
And
that's how context works.
And it's like, I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Was it silly? Was it stupid? Did I say it for a shock value, or was it taken out of context? Probably. That's also my job. What we're doing here is to be entertaining.
Right.
And sometimes you take it over the line and people make mistakes. Cancel culture, just to, play both ends of the spectrum here, does have its place in our society, and it does justice quite often.
No, I've said this before too. I think at the end of the day,
it does more good than bad.
I think cancel culture we're gonna look back at it and be like, that was a net positive for planet Earth. But like this, like,
it can be taken
its
extreme.
Let's cancel Zoe Kravitz just because we feel like it. Bullshit is like not it.
Well, nobody was the hero that night. A man made fun of a woman with a disease and another man hit a guy.
Right.
Nobody's a winner in that situation.
No, I guess the internet is, for its infinite wellspring of memes.
And whether he knew it or not, the fact that her head is bald is none of his business.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that her head is bald is none of his business. Let's bring it back to the one point with Will Smith. He hit somebody.
Right.
I don't care. Nobody should be canceled in this situation, or everybody should be canceled in this situation, because nobody comes out smelling like roses.
Right.
On the other end.
Right. Except for who I think we can all agree is the only, if there is a word victim to be thrown around, the only victim is Jada Pinkett Smith, who sat there and did nothing and asked for none of this.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. What somebody looks like is nobody else's business. The decisions they make, and so on and so forth, nobody's business. I can understand Will Smith being upset. You use your words, though.
Mm-hmm. Which he did. Only followed
after he
right. Only followed by the slap starring Zachary Quinto.
And here's the thing. Again, just playing all sides of the field here.
Oh yeah, you got to.
This isn't the first time they've been the butt of a joke on national TV.
No. Yeah,
and it wasn't the first time that night.
Right.
And I guarantee you it's going to be the last.
I mean, now that we, the writers of Hollywood, know that Will Smith has no problem resorting to violence,
smacking somebody,
ruining the Oscars by resorting to violence.
They were ruined before that, but
they've been ruined since fucking 2015. Don't even get me started.
But I guess to defend that, there's no defense for anybody. I'm just going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Nobody should be defended in this situation.
Yeah.
You want to move on?
I would love to.
Okay.
Is there more news?
Oh, there's tons.
Okay, cool.
There's tons of news.
Yeah, you got the Obi-Wan thing, right?
The Obi-Wan thing.
Obi-Wan was delayed. It was delayed 2 days from Wednesday to Friday.
I actually didn't even get that, but yeah. I didn't put that down, but yes, Obi-Wan was delayed. Yeah. It
delayed literally 2 days from Wednesday to Friday, which is they did that with Loki, but they did it backwards. They made a video. Yeah. They made a video where Loki was like, "Just kidding, it's gonna upload on Wednesday." Oh, and it's gonna be the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay. I'd take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of how many, I have no idea, but you know.
Marshall's Retail Group opens Soda Pop concept store in collaboration with Funko and Mopop. The end. It looks like Marshall's is making like a Newberry Comics. I got a little
Marshall's,
picture here.
the clothing store?
I think so. I got a little picture going to show the people.
You want me to?
Yeah. You want to take a look?
No, I want to just make it look better on the... There we go. That's as good as it's going to get. So Marshall's is making a soda store in collaboration with Pop Funko?
I think that's just what it's called, Soda Pop. I don't think it's actually a soda store.
Oh, okay. That's... I thought Marshall's, the clothing store, went to Pop Vinyl, the action figure manufacturers, and said, soda's an untapped market, huh? Let's collab on that.
Well,
and then if you're Funko Pop, you're just like, what the fuck? What are you talking
Funko
about?
does this thing where they put figures in soda cans, so I don't know if that's the...
Is that real?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to... Wait, not with soda in it, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It's just a packaging.
Oh, okay.
I
keep making this story worse than it is in my head.
So I don't have... this is my fault. I took a screenshot of this. I don't have anything else to say after these words I'm about to say. Couple files for a temporary restraining order against Flash actor Ezra Miller.
Oh.
So look further into that.
Every time I'm ruined, every time anyone says Flash actor, I expect that the name that follows is going to be someone from the TV show. Because the TV show is called The Flash, duh. But the movie that should be called something else is just called The Flash. Even though it's going to be like a multiverse Flashpoint movie. Just call it Flashpoint. I don't know. I don't get it. The fucking executives think, well, we can't call it anything other than The Flash. There hasn't been a Flash movie since fucking the 30s or whatever the fuck.
Moving on.
Yeah, please. Yes. That part I'm excited for.
Yeah, Boston Comic-Con, a.k.a. Fan Expo, the Comic-Con that Thunder and I frequent, the one that we make videos for, recently made a post saying that their first round of guests is going to be announced April 7th, and they made a post with 3 emojis.
Which, first of all, sure, Fan Expo. This is the first.
You definitely don't have 8 people already announced for this. But they had a picture. Are you gonna do the picture?
I have. Yeah, I opened the Instagram post.
Sure. That says guess the guest, and it has 3 little emojis.
If you can't see that, it's a wizard, a trophy, and a fire. So
yeah, we got wizard, trophy, fire.
Oh, hey, hang on, hold on. Pauline's mom says hi.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Thanks for watching. If you're watching.
So here's. It says, guess the guest comments below. Is there no comments on this? No, there's comments. I found them.
So you and I have already talked. We already have our theories on what it is.
Allow me to go first.
Sure. So I'm gonna keep this up. Anybody who wants to look at it. The emojis are a wizard, a trophy, and fire.
So obviously the clue is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, I think that's where everybody's minds are going to.
The question.
It'd be nuts if that wasn't it.
The question is, why just that one? Obviously, if it was going to be Daniel Radcliffe or Emma Watson or Rupert Grint,
it would just be Harry Potter.
The clue would just be Harry Potter.
And a lightning bolt.
Right. But the clue is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. My first thought went to who are actors that are in that movie and no other Harry Potter movie. And the first one that, of course, comes to mind was Robert Pattinson. Now, obviously, the operative clue to give for Robert Pattinson would be Batman or Twilight.
How nuts if it is him, though. First of all, there's your big for the year.
That would be
that is your biggest get for Boston Comic-Con 2022. I will just mark the calendar another year. No Mark Hamill. But that would be it, and it would be so nuts if that's the movie that they chose to because he is in that, and that was, I think, his first big film.
Yeah, that came out before Twilight. It was that. It was probably some indie stuff, right? And then it was that. Right. And it was like, who is this kid? And then it was Twilight.
So it makes sense. If it ended up being him, I'd be like, wow, got us. But can't say you're wrong.
But
so
also,
that's a good guess. Yeah, Pauline had a good guess as well.
Which was Barty Crouch Jr., right? Played by David Tennant.
Yes.
Yes.
Which would be cool.
I'm currently looking at the comments on this post.
Yep.
A lot of terrible guesses. A lot
Oh,
of
boy.
people. First of all, a lot of people ignoring the prompt and being like, "Bring Ashley Eckstein back," and it's like, sure, whatever. Voice your complaints wherever you want. This person says David Tennant. Just saw that. A lot of people being like, Daniel Radcliffe, and I'm here to tell you, no, it will not be Daniel Radcliffe.
Probably not. If not, if it is one of the big three, bad hint. Yeah. Really made us narrow the search down on that one.
Everyone else is guessing like.
Is there a professor that had a big role in that one? I can't quite remember.
I mean, people are just guessing like actors that have been in a lot of them. You know, like people are guessing the guy who played Dumbledore, Michael Gambon. People are guessing.
I also thought Dumbledore at first just because of the use of emoji, but like they picked the wizard emoji.
Right. Someone is guessing. I just had their name, but I guess James and Oliver Phelps, who are the twins that played
They were
Fred
just
and George.
there, though. If they're there again, I'm gonna be like, okay, so there's one group of Harry Potter guys who are willing to make
who are
their
still
circuit.
doing, yeah. Because there's a lot of Harry Potter characters it absolutely won't be, assuming that this is Goblet of Fire. The other thought that I had was perhaps it's Ralph Fiennes, because Ralph Fiennes was obviously Voldemort in all of them, but this is his first appearance as Voldemort in this movie. That's
that would be
literally
cool
all
too.
I can think of. If it's someone who's been in literally any more Harry Potter movies than just this one, bad hint.
Yeah. Or this was their first appearance.
Or it's not. Or it's just not Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
The thing, too.
Like, is there a
crazy.
trophy connected with the character Gandalf? Like, I don't think so. A fire trophy?
No. It's Little Witch Academia.
Because don't fucking joke, man. Last night I thought I was safe. Fuck me, right? I'm browsing Reddit at 1:30 and I see Netflix in talk to produce more Little Witch Academia, and of course I'm not thinking it's April Fool's Day because it's 1:30 and I haven't gone to bed yet. And like for a good 20 seconds I was like, "Huh?" And then I was like, "Fuck, already?"
Yeah.
What the fuck? I feel like it's not my fault. Like I feel like most of the time I'm like, that's fake. And I feel like not usually am I like I feel like that's not my fault, right? Like that's pretty early to be posting April Fool's things
pretty early.
to my feed, god damn it. The emoji that the people at Google or Apple or whoever made this emoji made is clearly trying to emulate Gandalf.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's pretty cut and dry that the clue is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. April 7th, you say. That's a day before the next podcast, so tune in to get the answer a week from now.
Moving on, though, I haven't quite found out the actual announcement here.
Okay.
But Bruce Willis has retired from acting due to diagnosis.
Yes. So he was diagnosed with, I believe the term is aphasia.
Okay.
And he, after hearing that, said, "I'm out," essentially.
Do we know what aphasia is?
I don't. I know we have a nurse in the
chat.
I don't know what that is. I might even be wrong. That's just the word that I saw. And I've never seen that word written out, so maybe I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. But yeah, so he essentially heard that diagnosis and then said, "I do not want to act anymore."
Okay. Moving on.
What happened?
Phone.
What you do?
It's okay. I just totally lost my place. It's gone. Hey, don't buy Skippy's peanut butter for a while. It's got metal in it. Anyways.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Here it is. Jars of Skippy peanut butter recalled. Reason being it has metal in it.
Okay. Just
scrapes of metal from one of the factory machines.
Oh.
Yeah, gross. Now moving on to Pauline news.
Okay.
Where Pauline...
aphasia is a condition that affects your ability to communicate.
Oh, interesting.
So that would definitely hamper acting abilities.
Oh, Sorry, I'm seeing news that she sent me that I just didn't even know about.
Yeah. If you got the E3 news, we'll obviously talk about that next
that's
week.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it next time.
Big fucking... Oh, God, so much news. Going to be so heated this week.
Okay. All right.
Tune into the fucking video game podcast to hear me yell about the video game industry for a half hour straight.
Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. First look photos, teasers, chaos in Beverly Hills.
That was a lot of words.
That was a lot of words. So you can go check out the new Guardians Holiday Special photos.
James Gunn said it's the best thing he's ever done.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That makes me really excited. Riverdale star Cole Sprouse says most of the cast wants the series to end.
I could see that. I'm not up to date with Riverdale, but like fuck, dude.
Bringing it full circle, this is our last bit of news for this podcast, from what I can tell. Jim Carrey says he is retiring from acting once again.
After
That's what I said, right? It's got to be after Sonic and the Hedgehog is done.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's
got to be the case.
That's interesting. I can only assume he means after the third Sonic movie.
Yeah. Well, the way he worded it, because I did read the whole thing for that one,
was like after Eggman, I will.
No, he didn't even. He was very vague, very vague.
Okay.
He was like, I've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm done. He was like, I'm not completely done, but I'm done.
Okay.
And he was
so that's his way of saying Sonic 3 is happening, but I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Yeah, it sounds like Sonic 3 hasn't been announced, and once it is, I'm sure he'll be a part of the cast. What he said was, I'd need the perfect script written in gold for me to come back to want to act again.
Truman Show 2?
Yeah, right.
No, no, that would be terrible. That'd be a show about a normal dude.
Truman Show 2 is like, what the hell happened after he walked off? I would love a TV show. I would love a 5-part TV show on Netflix.
You are literally part of the problem. The Truman Show is about how we shouldn't make a TV show about Truman, and you're like, what if there was a follow-up TV show all about Truman?
That's funny.
Jesus.
That ends the news segment. On to whatever we're doing next. What are we doing next?
I was thinking the am I the asshole thing.
Okay.
Because it is 6. Ooh, actually, it's 6:53.
You want to do a Goop Troop?
Yeah. Okay.
Because that might be quicker.
Yeah. Yes, let us do that. We will. Sorry if you absolutely love our brand new segment we stole from Smosh, but we're gonna do a Goop Troop. I can't type Goop Troop into the search engine. It just won't work.
No. For those of you who don't know what Goop Troop is, if this is your first time on the podcast, we're going to Gwyneth Paltrow's wellness site titled Goop. Why? Because every company that's successful has 2 O's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What we're gonna do is
like and Netflix.
Yeah. Thunder is going to find a product.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to describe the product. He's going to show a picture of the product. Then it is up to me and you guys watching to decide what the price of this product is, or at least what it should be. And then he's going to reveal to us said price. And we get to go, that's too expensive. So how are we doing on your end of this exchange?
I have stumbled once again into Gwyneth Paltrow's personal list of things.
Okay, so these are things she at least likes.
We know that much. These are things that she at least approved of a blog poster to include on this list. I will say, to this site's credit, there was a picture of her wearing a top with pants, and those were the first items on the list.
Okay.
So literal, ooh, this is exciting. It's something new we've never done before. Okay, so this is, yeah, so at least the article started with that of like, no, look, she buys it. And we've all heard her talk about the Goop Glow, that she loves. But this is, and I'm sorry for the pronunciation, but this is an Aviteur, 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 Carry On.
Okay. Yeah, so it's luggage.
Yes.
It's luggage.
Here's the picture.
You know, you said something we've never done before.
Here is the picture of it extended. It's got a little,
Sure.
Yeah, it's got wheels.
I was dying for a Goop board game. I don't know why.
Oh, no, we've done that.
We did?
Yeah, they had a Scrabble made out of glass and diamonds. Remember that?
No, but that's a
oh, you want
I want an original board
You
game
want-
made by Goop.
I see. You want This Smells Like My Vagina, the board game.
This smells like my board game.
This vagina smells like a board game. There's one color for this one. It's black.
Yeah.
And it ships everywhere. Every detail of this remarkable Italian-made carry-on. Free shipping. Yes, free shipping. You nailed it.
Gotta get that free shipping.
Every detail is remarkable Italian-made. Just keep that in mind.
Oh,
Carry-on from the transparent lucite carved handle to the aviation-grade aluminum wheels, wheel casters, and sound-absorbing ultra-quiet wheels is carefully, just in case you need to sneak out in the middle of the night, I guess, is carefully considered and engineered with precision. The body is covered in the finest calfskin leather. Neat. In a chic retro caning weave that calls to mind the golden age of air travel. The spacious interior is lined in suede-like Alcantara with two smaller compartments to keep things organized. And it's all handcrafted by master artisans in limited editions. Each case is engraved with its own unique identifying number. Real quick, 4 bullet points. It's what it's made out of. I already said that. Aviteur is sized in compliance with IATA guidelines. No clue what that means. It's 25 by 15 by 9.5, and it weighs 10 pounds. So, before you're a lot of trigger words. Italian-made, custom, made to order, leather, animal. We killed an animal to make it. And it handcrafted by master artisans. Weren't named, but
they never are.
And they're limited editions with a unique engraving on each one. So, I ask you, Chris, and I ask the people in the comments section, how much do you think this Aviator carry-on piece of goop exclusive luggage costs for you to purchase with your hard-earned dollars?
So I'll give mine, then we'll wait a few minutes for chat. I'm going to say $1,200. $1,200.
So 1,200.
Yes.
That is your...
That is my guess. We'll wait a minute in chat. If anybody wants to add what they think, tell us what they think. Just say, I don't want that. That's also... you can also say that.
Oh,
I don't care how much it is.
I wore... how big is the bag? The bag is...
Ooh, that's a good question.
The bag is 25 by 15 by 9.5. So we're talking like...
You said so many trigger words. I was like, it doesn't matter how big the bag is.
It's just we're talking just a normal... We're talking just a normal suitcase, honestly. It's got wheels that no one will hear. It's got a handle. I also meant to mention I'm wearing a Hex Girl shirt because I knew I was going to talk about Scooby-Doo today.
Yeah. And
I did. Hex Girls are in Mystery Incorporated, and they have like a couple different redesigns. It's pretty cool.
So just waiting. It seems like we got a... Ooh.
We got Pauline with the Price is Right answer.
No kidding.
We got 100 less than Thunder. I mean Lightning. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
So, with that being said,
that tells me we got to be in the ballpark.
Unfortunately,
no.
You are not.
Please be much higher. I'll be so upset if they're like $200.
When you said 12, I was like,
oh no.
I was like, oh, he's gonna get close. No, this
isn't $10,000.
Almost. It's $8,340. Yeah. Yeah. I keep
Why?
Because it was. You don't understand. Italian made, master artisan. We killed a young cow. We killed calves to get this. It's got suede-like Alcantara, whatever the fuck that is. Handcrafted, limited edition, unique number, and
they really think they're Gucci, huh?
And That's 10 times my original thought. Yeah. And it's on Gwyneth Paltrow's personal wish list. Come on, dude. If you see Gwyneth Paltrow traveling on a commercial airline, which you wouldn't, because she, of course, has a private jet, you're going to see her with this fucking bag. Of course you're going to spend 10 grand on a fucking suitcase, because why wouldn't you? Fuck it, right? JonTron, YouTuber, been canceled so many times, deserves every single one. A perfect quote that he said one time, not in reference to Goop. He does have a Goop video. But he said this quote, and I say it all the time. It just sucks that it comes from that person. But the quote is, "The sky is the limit when you don't give a shit." And this rings true to a lot of modern game design, a lot of bad modern game design. There is, of course, good modern game design, obviously. And I think it rings no truer than with Goop.com. Like, this suitcase probably cost maybe a little over 100 to manufacture.
That's what I was thinking.
There's no way, like, if I was able to interview Gwyneth Paltrow and I was like, explain the fucking suitcase, there's no way that what she said would justify this price.
No, she'd tell you how luxurious it is, and, if people can't afford it, that's why they have, high-priced items, because it's luxury items, and they need to be that price, because fuck you. Because fuck you! And that's how she ends the interview. And then we talk about that all week the following week.
I don't get to ask her about playing Pepper Potts or Seven or
no, that's your opening question.
Shallow Hal.
And she storms off.
She gets so mad.
She winds up her right hand, slaps you, says, "Keep my husband's name out of your effing mouth." And you're just so confused.
I'm sure she's married to someone, right?
If they're named Tony, that's hysterical. I think that's a podcast, though.
I gotta know. That is a podcast. I just gotta know if
she's married.
I gotta know, right?
Hey, for everybody who tuned in, thank you so much. For anybody who followed, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the support we get here on the channel. And please, if you feel so inclined, check it out on YouTube, too. We got this, we got Let's Plays, we got video essays, we got vlogs, we got all that fun stuff.
I didn't know this. She's not currently married, but from 2003 to 2016, she was married to Chris Martin, the lead singer of Coldplay.
Oh.
I did not know that.
Okay.
And, hey, look at that. Free trivia fact. That's why you come to this stream, right? I was half listening. I think Chris said all the things already.
Yeah, I think if you want to put the links in.
I will, and I fixed them, I hope.
He fixed them, he hopes. He fixed them!
Hold on.
No,
they're still fucked up. I don't know how to fix that then. I thought I did it. The links are like bleeding into other links, so some of them are not going to go anywhere. I thought I fixed it. It seems like some of them got fixed. Oh, well, I'll just keep doing what I really thought I actually fixed it. I'll just do these ones. These are the important ones. So these are links. These are links to everything we do. The two important ones are YouTube. We upload every single day. I think Chris already said that. But there's also our Patreon, which we upload to monthly. There's already 2 posts on there. And hey, if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much. We don't normally do this. If you have someone you know who you think would like us, send them on over. We stream every Friday, Wednesday, and Sunday, and the majority of the time we're playing video games. But Friday we're just hanging out doing this. It's not always theme song reviews. It's a sort of a different thing each Friday. Yeah. But it's always a fun time. So thank you for being here. I've talked plenty for today. Join us Sunday, where we're going to start a new playthrough of Guardians of the Galaxy for the PlayStation 5. And until then, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you next time. I thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.